I greet all within the listening ear and the universal salutations of peace. My righteous name is Allah Fu-Quan, and my honorable name is Ricky McGee, and I'm the principal founder and co-executive director of the Harriet Tubman Project. Events would have been different for me if I, in the past, had been intentional about willing a different me. Prior to any wrongful conviction, there's a wrongful arrest, and mine was on July 10th, 1997, 316 months ago. My immediate loneliness came not from the normalized isolation that is often portrayed as the face of detainment, but from my lack of acquaintance with anyone who could genuinely contextualize my frustration or meaningfully offer me advantage for my pain. My optimism was layered with emptiness, and my determination was akin to the frailty heard in a coward's voice. Days turned into months, months turned into years, and years became decades. I went from studying myself to critiquing the American experiment, which led me into studying the very legal system which obscured my innocence. Although I was rewarded with new eyes, I was often troubled by what I retained. Not only could I now see injustices, but also the gradual infirmity of its victims. This is the place where the Harriet Tubman Project was conceived, erected with the intentions of not freeing me from prison, but to liberate the resiliency that lies within the core of those most obligated to fight back. If my condition represents slavery in a modern context, then where are the Harriets? Where are the ones who secured their freedom and are now driven to go back into the bowels of the furnace to help emancipate those left behind? This is the paradigm we embody, the motivation behind our every effort. In addition to the educational courses we provide twice a week in a correctional setting and the reform efforts that have been invested in at every stage of the criminal law system, HTP's primary aim is to combat wrongful convictions. Due to a lack of any sustained public efforts that consistently push for measures of redress for those wrongfully incarcerated, while at the same time supporting specific areas of reform, we are obligated to maintain the awareness around this issue. For anyone to note that Suffolk County had a wrongful conviction problem is to equally acknowledge that at any time, anyone listening to these words could be picked up from their homes by the BPD, arraigned for murder charges by the district attorney's office, and forced to spend decades fighting for their innocence until the truth is finally disclosed via access to discovery. If this is hard to believe, just ask Sean Ellis, Robert Foxworth, James Watson, Pedro Valentin, Stephen Pena, Sean Jenkins, Darrell Jones, Keon Sprinkle, Ronnie Qualls, Joseph Bennett, James Lucian, Donnell Johnson, Joseph Pope, Paps, and Floyd Hamilton, just to name a few. As with any campaign which shifts the arc of history, the desired outcomes will not materialize with a singular hand or by one particular group, but through the momentum produced by the collaborative efforts seen from a myriad of minds aligned to a central goal. This moment is the elevation of this decree and the root of why we do what we do. There needs to be a coalition developed to hold officers accountable who entitle, oversee the conduct of state actors known to play an active role in perpetuating wrongful convictions. While the 14th Amendment guaranteed us equal protection under the law, who can say with confidence that black and brown defendants have been afforded with the same fairness as our white counterparts? This is more than a problem. This is an obvious civil rights violation that we need your help in demanding redress from. This is more than us just striving to liberate the innocent. This is a call to help us attain freedom for our family, the ones who've been removed from our communities. The outcome of our efforts will be different when we are intentional about willing a different us. Peace.